Hey guys, it's me, Dow. So, one of the things that I don't really understand, and if there are anybody who watch my videos, please leave a comment answering this question. Why on earth would parents, honest, good parents, who love their children very much, would allow them to watch PG-13 and R-rated motion pictures? That's all I want to know. Why? And also the M-rated games. Why? I mean, don't these parents know what the rating system is? For those of you who don't know, the rating system helps parents choose what movies their kids could watch. For example, G is general, meaning anybody could watch it. PG means that it's parental guidance suggested, meaning there's a little bit of bad stuff, but overall it's pretty much okay. PG-13 has a little bit more violence and action and all that, so take that into consideration. R means that no one under 17 can watch it without a parent, meaning they'll have violence, sex, all sorts of stuff. And then there's NC-17, which means that no child under 17 is allowed ever. It's almost the same thing as R, but a little bit worse. And then there's the ESRB rating for video games, which I believe EC is early childhood preschool games. E is for anyone. E10, which means it's a little bit harsher, but not really. Teen for teen. And then rated M for mature, meaning 17 and up. Age 17 years old. And AO, which means adults only. So what I want to know is, why are parents allowing kids to do something like that? Like, every single time I go over to a Marvel movie, like Iron Man and the newest one, Guardians of the Galaxy, or I'm sure there's going to be a whole lot of kids going over to see Age of Ultron, even though that one's PG-13. Well, I'm sure of it because there's going to be a whole lot more action than the first. But I just don't get why parents would allow their young children to just simply let them watch an PG-13 or R-rated movie. I mean, kids are impressionable, meaning whatever they learn, they probably think it will be okay. So they probably think shooting down a man is probably okay for them to do. I mean, this is nuts. Completely nuts. It just makes me really angry and upset that a whole lot of people would allow young children like 7, 8 years old to be watching this. It's even worse. I've heard stories about parents bringing babies to R-rated movies. Hey, parents of America, why not get a babysitter? You know, those little, like, teenagers and adults who can watch your children while you go out and have fun. You know, a babysitter. I mean, you can even choose what type of cost that you want to have. I mean, it's just insane. There's sites like care.com that give this sort of thing, like showing you prices and background check people so you know that they're good. It just blows my mind that the parents would allow their children to watch this sort of stuff. And what's even more bad are the TV shows that kids watch. You know, about the Kids' Choice Awards? Yeah, the show that's nearing its 30th anniversary. That's right, the KCAs are nearly 30 years old. And you know who's been nominated twice? Twice! For Best TV Show? The Big Bang Theory. Why would their parents allow them to watch that? Most of the episodes are TV 14. Meaning that most kids would just, I don't know, shouldn't be able to watch it unless they're 14 plus. It just makes me so angry and so mad that parents are doing that. Not all parents, but some. My advice to you, if you want to see a family movie, check the ratings and see if it's either G or PG if you have really young kids like 7 to 10 or even younger than 7 years old. For the 13 plus, we'll let them see PG-13 movies with a little talk about what they're about to see, like all the stuff. And if they are old enough to see movies on their own, make sure you get to talk to them about what they're going to see on the screen. I would also suggest Common Sense Media, because they usually give age-appropriate reviews about this sort of thing. Now, I don't have any kids. I don't. I care about kids. But I'm too young to have any. But I do care about them. I really do. So, whenever you go out to the movies or pick out a game, and also check the ESRB rating, a little white and black box at the bottom of the case telling you which rating the game is. Go over and look that up. Just really look it up. You'll be glad you did. Then you can say, oh goodness, no. And please, if anybody finds this, please share it over with your friends. And just, and if you don't really agree with me, then that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. But seriously, guys, you've got to stop this. Also, I think I'll make another video talking about kids in restaurants, but here's a little sneak preview. If your kids can't really act right, now don't get me wrong, I love kids and I know that they can be impatient and stuff, but if they start crying and stuff, then you shouldn't ignore it. You should take them out. Take them out of the restaurant. I don't want to hear that whenever I go to a restaurant. I don't want to hear a baby crying in my ear. I don't. In fact, that's one of the fears I always get whenever I go to a restaurant. Especially a family restaurant. It's just crazy. Anyway, see you in part 2 where I talk about that.